Hi everyone, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's time for Stampin' with Denise. I am so glad you are here tonight. I missed you last week. I was off for Labor Day, but I'm back with you tonight with a really cute Halloween card. So before we get started, there's a little bit of housekeeping. As always, please, if you like what you see, please share my video, comment, share down below, and you might win the card I make tonight. Last time we were together, I made this angled gatefold card, and this is going to go out to Rebecca Sanders. So Rebecca, I will get this out to you as soon as possible. If you like what you see, please give my video some hearts. Facebook likes the hearts better than the thumbs up, so use the hearts, please. Helps my video be seen in the algorithm. I appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. Please subscribe to my channel, and once you do that, hit the blue bell so you get notifications when I upload a new video. I upload a new one most every Monday evening. So with that being said, I'm going to change the view down to my hands, and we are going to get started. Okay, we're going to keep our fingers crossed. I was having some technical difficulty earlier, but we are going to make this really cute Halloween card using this bundle from the mini catalog, the July to December. It's the Bewitching bundle with its coordinating punch. See that cute hat? Yeah, I like that. I think it's cute. And I hope you like this card. Also, the designer series paper I'm using is the Gingham Cottage designer series paper. It's a pack of 48 sheets. There's pumpkin, there's gray, there's black. I think that's mint macaron. The gray, the blushing bride. I think that's cherry cobbler. That looks like so saffron. Of course, there's black. Some checks are white in color. Some are tone on tone. I think that would be good for a masculine card. That'd be good for a little baby card for a little girl. I think that would be a cute Christmas card. This would make great Easter cards or spring cards. So I think there's so much you could do with this paper, and there's so much paper available there. So here's my Stampin' Up website where you can order. When you place your order, please use your host code. Any purchases over $50 before shipping and tax get a free gift from me. So, let's see, let's get started here. Our base is gorgeous Grape, 8.5 by 5.5. I've already folded it in half and burnished it close, so we're gonna put that off to the side. Pumpkin pie. I'm not a real lover of orange, except at Halloween. So, anyway, this piece is 5 1/4 by 4. I have a piece of black cardstock that's 5 1/4 by 1 3/4, and our piece of designer series paper 5 1/4 by 1 1/2. And as you know, with me, I like to cut my layers just a little bit longer, trim them up once I get them applied to the card, then that way I know that they match perfectly. I'm going to put this on here just so that I can see it. And get it centered. Okay, let's see here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to attach this to the card. And I got a little glue hanging off, or adhesive hanging off there, but that's okay. Keeping my fingers crossed. I was having some technical difficulties earlier, so we'll see how this goes. Apply this right here. Perfect. And I'm going to trim that off. There we go. Yay. Now before we attach this to our base, we have to put our ribbon on. And for this, we are using the gingham ribbon. It's out of the, I believe this is out of the annual catalog, if I recall. So we're gonna do my super easy ribbons here. Or, you know, bows, because I'm not much of a bow tire. I don't do functional bows very often. So I like to attach with glue, the ribbon with the glue dots, and then make a little bow with another piece, and you'll see. Okay, perfect. We'll come back to that because I'll have to finish that piece off. Let me see. Straight. Yep, looks good. And then I am going to attach this to my card base. Hope everybody had, if you're in the U.S., had a great holiday weekend. Restful and ready to get started. We're going to go into the fall. Kids are back to school. Got a little bit of a piece hanging here. I'm going to just trim that off. Kids are back in school. Activities are kicking up. Yay. Okay, now we're going to work on our stamping. We are going to use the Stamparatus, okay? And it's a great tool for, like, when you have to make sure you get a good image. These stamps are solid, so you wanna make sure you have a really good image, okay? So, and the Stamparatus will let you do it. You can as long as you don't move your piece of paper, you can restamp it in the exact same spot. So, I went ahead and die cut one of these out using this die. This is from the Seasonal Labels dies. It was in last year's July to December catalog, and it carried over into the annual catalog. So I used this, and you can see what I did was I took my negative piece that was would have been scrap. Now I can put this right in here. I think it goes over. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put this right on that edge. Now these magnets are super strong. So this one's holding the negative piece, the trash. And then this one's just kind of holding this top. And I am going to stamp. I'm going to use my Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And I am going to stamp these feet, these shoes. Okay. And I'm going to show you what I mean by being able to, I'm going to let that ink soak. You can see, I mean, it's a good image. See, let me zoom in for you. It's a good image, but not great. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to re-ink, because this has not moved. I'm going to re-ink this and stamp it a second time. And while it might be a little bit of a pain, you get such a better product. And now look at that, how great that is, okay? So because I'm happy with that, I'm going to take that out and set this off to the side. I'm going to go ahead and clean this off with my chamois. And then we're going to go ahead and stamp the hat too. Now one thing to point out, this stamp set does not have any sentiments with it, but I think that's okay. I think it's pretty obvious what the stamp set or what the card is for. Okay, let me pull this out. Let me go back out for you. So, and we're gonna put the, where's my piece for the, I guess we're gonna use, oh, here we go. Here we go, I can use this for the hat, for the witch's hat, right here. Put it right there. And see these plates, they move. You can flip them around. You can go from this. So on one side, I have the feet. The other side, I have the hat. the witch's hat. And look at that, it's gonna stamp just perfect. I am gonna put it, hold on. Right, here's where I wanna put it. Put this right here. Hold on a second. Okay. There we go, and you can see, whoops, I need to make it just, is that gonna work? Yeah, I think it's gonna work. And I have my images underneath so I know where my placement is. So, just like with the feet, I'm going to ink this hat up with my Memento Black. This Stamparatus is also great if you have, you know, tremors in your hand and it's hard for you to stamp. Again, it's good, but it's still got some white spots, so I'm going to ink it up a second time. And stamp it again. And because I have not moved this, there we go. Wow, nice and dark, bold image. Look at that. What a nice job that Stamparatus does. If you don't have one of these, you need one. Stamparatus is also good if you're making multiples of a card, you know, like you're mass producing, maybe for Christmas time. I'll tell you, cards that I tend to mass produce are sympathy cards. I'm going to put this in here just so the doesn't stick, and set that off to the side, because you know, usually when I have the need to send a sympathy card, I don't want to have to sit down and make it, okay? So I like to have those ahead of time, and so I'll make 8 or 10 at a time. So we're going to take our blends and color in our feet, our witch's feet, the socks, the buckles, and the hat, okay? So I'll start with the hat here, and I am using the dark Highland Heather, and I'm using the nubby tip. You know, this is the tip, this is not the fine point brush tip, this is the one that's, you know, a little bit bigger. It's perfect for this size. When you color, make sure you have something underneath, because these blends, these alcohol markers will bleed through, okay? And this is super simple, super quick. To color. So, and you know, because you're on black, if you go out of the line a little bit, it's really not that big a deal. But alcohol markers are nice because they don't leave you like your scribble lines, for lack of a better word. I don't know what they're really called. So this is the dark Highland Heather. I'm also using the dark Parakeet Party and the dark Pumpkin Pie. Same thing. So I'm going to do this middle stripe here. And see, I can overlap it, but you don't see the line. And then I have, oh, that's the one I already used. And then this is the dark Parakeet Party. We're going to use this on this stripe here. And we're going to use it on our feet, or on our socks. There we go. Look at that, super simple. Okay, so we're going to take our punch and punch the hat out. I like to color it before I punch it out. There we go. Oh, yeah, it kind of, see this piece here? It could be a band that went on there that you could put on with it that was a different color. See, that fits on there. There's some stars on here, but I'm not using those. You know what I'm gonna do? See, I went out of the line just a little bit on that orange one. I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna use the color lifter and see if I can move it back, or kind of push it back where it goes, or at least lighten it up a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. I'll be honest, I am not one of those people that does a lot of shading and stuff like that. I have done it in the past, but that's not my forte. See how it bleeds through the back? So you definitely don't want it on something good that you're working on, because it might bleed through, and that would be sad. Okay, let's see. Did I attach that? I did attach that with dimensionals. So we are going to put this right on here. Okay, just like that. Now, if you've got another Halloween set that has a sentiment, you know, you could very easily put that on here. I'm going to put one right in the middle too, just because it's a big piece and I want it to have a little bit of support. Oh, there we go. There you go. I'm going to put that right there. And then I've got on the hat, do the same thing. I think I'm going to get out some of my smaller, my mini dimensionals for this one, because I can put some of these, you know, up here. There you go. It's nice having the ones. I mean, you can cut the big ones in half, but sometimes it's nice having these. I've actually, before they had the mini ones, I have actually had to cut them in quarters. So I'm gonna just put this a little bit, position it about like so. Let's see, did that? Yeah, that looks good. Just like that. Okay. Then the only other thing we have left to do is cut our little piece of ribbon here to make our bow. Okay. Have you guys been noticing the weekly specials that Stampin' Up's had? Each week they have about a dozen new items to choose from for, I'm going to cut that a little bit short. Let's see here. See if I can get that. If not, I'm going to have to recut it. I'm good with that. I'll just trim off that little bit of extra that I pulled. Because I kind of pulled on it, it frayed a little bit. But there we go. So, and quick as that, got a really cute Halloween stamp using the Bewitching bundle. The stamp set with the coordinating punch. So if you've got this, I would love to see what you've made with it. Okay? And I will see you back here next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, for Stampin' with Denise. Take care, everybody, now. Bye.